In this video series, we're talking about practical ways that you can live light in your business. Light stands for you proactively choose to act and behave out of love, integrity, gratitude, humble service, and transformative excellence in your day-to-day businesses, in your day-to-day actions in your business, so you can then align your light, Christ-like actions with your short-term goals, medium-term, long-term goals, and eternal goals. And it's the actions that you do in the present which is going to help you move towards your goals in your business while you have a positive kingdom impact and a positive influence on as many people as possible. In this playlist, we are talking about how to apply biblical love in your business, and this practical way today is to follow up with people that you have interacted with because you genuinely cared about them, rather than as part of a automation with the pure goal of a transactional outcome. Let me explain what I mean by that. So, if you are interacting with various people as part of your outreach efforts, which I'm currently doing, you will very likely notice that when you first interact with someone, there's a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and then maybe you have a call with them, and then there's some resonance, and then you're energized after speaking to them on the call. And then you'll find that afterwards, enthusiasm tends to drop off with a lot of people as they return back to their lives, their current priorities. And you may find then that if you're not careful, that initial interaction, that initial relationship that you had with someone, where you felt the resonance, you felt the enthusiasm, you felt that there was something there between you, this is at risk of falling off. And what you can do in a situation like this is, and this applies not just to prospecting in business and to clients and different things, but for people in your personal life. Whenever you think about someone that you may not have spoken to in a while, that you like, if they pop into your head at whatever point in the day, why not just send them a quick message that just says, "Hey, how are you? Was thinking about you, just checking in, what are you up to?" Something like that. And the person is going to receive it, and maybe they'll reply, maybe they won't. You can't control what other people will do. But by doing so, you're showing that you are a priority that they are a priority in your life, that you actually mean something to them more than just a transaction or what you can get from them. It'll be just checking in, how are you doing, is there anything I can help with, these kind of things, or what are you struggling with at the moment, but actually to genuinely mean it because you care about the other person. So one thing with me is an interesting thing that happened on two occasions. So once is by chance, twice is a coincidence kind of thing, and most what we call coincidence, God would call divine orchestration. So if it happens once, it's by chance. If it happens twice, well, maybe there's something more to it than that. And I remember once, quite recently, talking to my wife about someone that's like a friend that I have, and I message from time to time, and I kind of said to her, well, it seems like I message this person and she doesn't respond back to me as much or with as much enthusiasm. So it's sort of, why should I invest my time into building a relationship with an old friend and trying to keep things alive and try to support them when they don't respond to me? Well, after I said that, I got a message completely out of the blue from this person a few hours later after saying it, saying, "Oh, hey Sam, I'm sorry for not being in touch as much lately, or I'm sorry for not being a good friend. I just wanted to message you to see how things are." That was a strange thing to happen. And then another time as well, which happened literally a few days back, I was talking to my wife again about a mutual friend that we have, that she's a really nice person, really great to be around, but her life is just full of priorities on a whole bunch of other things, and we've tried to meet up with her several times and she cancels at the last minute and all these various things, and I kind of reached a point where I thought, well, I'm not going to proactively try to message you and try to arrange to meet up if you're not responding. There's no mutual kind of that mutual connection kind of thing there. And Tatum's more of a friend of this person than I am. And then I said to her, well, okay, to be fair, I've also got a friend that's like that too, where I keep messaging him and trying to meet up with him, but he never responds and this and that, and I don't get messages from him, and you know, so maybe I should do the same with him as well, and not put so much time and effort into trying to build a relationship where the other person doesn't reciprocate because I'm too busy. And so what happened then was, again, a few hours later, I had a message from this person that just said, hey bro, how are you? Again, because something would have prompted him to message me a few hours after I said that to my wife, which then kind of suggests that maybe there's that divine orchestration about what's going on. The point is, in both of these times, is that a message out of the blue, which is sort of, from my perspective, from someone that I felt like I put a lot of time into building a relationship and a friendship with, only for them not to reciprocate in the same way that I do to them. Out of the blue, they send a message to me, and it reminds me that yes, they actually do remember me, they actually do care about me, they are decent people that I'm good to have in my life. And you can be that person too, and that would be by sending a message to people, a follow-up message, just a hey, how are you, what's going on, these kind of things, and that's how you can apply this. Now, this video has gone on a little bit longer than I expected it to, so I will quickly mention as well, no I won't, I'll keep it for another video. That's all, see you next time.